Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Gifted Heartz. My name is AK. Today, we're gonna be shooting a video with a man who is gifted with a dance talent in his heart. He has competed in dance competitions such as Dance Your World, Red Bull Dance Your Style, So You Can Dance, and many more. Not only has he competed in competitions, but he's also a dance teacher. He has his own dance studio called Verbz Academy, as you can see here. And that man goes by the name Verb. And basically today we're gonna be shooting a video with him, and we're gonna watch him teach people how to dance and also shoot videos of him dancing. So what's up, guys? As you can see, today I'm sitting with Verb, and basically today we're gonna be getting to know who he is, why he does what he does, and what impact he's trying to make when it comes to his talent that he has. I just want to say, Verb, big thank you for giving me the opportunity to create this video with you.
Awesome.
Yeah, especially the dance videos, you'll definitely enjoy them. And first question I have for you, it would be, so who is Verb, like growing up from being a kid to where you are right now, and how did you even get the name Verb?
Well, my real name is Verbz Bhengu, and that's where actually the name Verb came from the fact that it stands in English is a verb.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got that in high school, and luckily it went well because I was getting into dancing to a point where I wanted to battle people and I wanted to kind of get myself out there. So this was during the time of Bad Center, and I decided to, when I was asked by drum kids was the MC, what's your name? I had only one name in my head, which was a nickname, which was Verb. And ever since that day, I think it stuck with people. It made sense. Verb is an action, it's a doing word, and obviously I'm a dancer, so yeah, I stuck with it, man, and I used it. And yeah, growing up, and I've always been into arts or something expressive, but also competition.
Yeah.
Hence why most people know me for ballet. So I grew up watching things that have to do with competition, even stuff that's animation vibes and cartoons like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all these things always have to do with competition. And I feel like in a way I always longed to be in that kind of experience, and dancing kind of brought that to a reality for me.
Impressive, man. That's very great to learn, bro. It's interesting. And what would you say was basically that made you choose dancing? Like, what made you choose to be a dancer?
Yeah, I can say that maybe I chose it, but I don't think so. Like, I think the more I grew up, the more I realized that it chose me. Like my setup, the people that I met, and the person that I am required me to be a dancer. Like, I'm not super expressive with my words. I can express how I feel, but you know, sometimes you need to like hit a punching bag. Hitting a punching bag will express a certain word better than just saying it. So I think it's like that. It gave me more a sense of expression. I was able to express myself, whether it was a good or bad way, but it was expression at the end of the day, at its highest form.
Interesting. And what would you be doing if it wasn't for dance? Like,
I'd probably be a sound engineer. So, because I studied sound engineering. If not sound engineering, I'll probably be a business person.
And if I'm not mistaken, sound engineering has got to do with like basically controlling the sound when it comes to events, right?
Yes. So, but I think I'm more intact with, or I like more of the studio setup and recording, maybe a bit of radio, but yeah, not really live sound. I think live sound would have want me to be on stage. So I'd say I'd be more in the studio helping creatives or helping artists, maybe movies, even doing Foley, like those kind of things. Like I think I would have gone more into those kind of space than live.
So basic creativity is one of your things. Creativity is just for like part of you.
Definitely, yeah. I think everybody's creative, you know. I think definitely everybody's creative. I'll say creativity in the area of entertainment. Yeah.
And what are some of the challenges when it comes to you being a dancer? Like, what are some of the challenges? Like what you say is like financials or is it like competition, getting deals, whatever it is. Like what would you say is one of your biggest challenges, you as a dancer?
I think dance is not taken seriously overall, you know? So if you're a dancer, you're doing something that anybody can do. I think that's what people believe.
Yeah.
Is that they like anybody, they believe anybody can dance because you play the music, you can just jam. But they don't understand the levels of dancing. And that kind of level, a high standard of dancing, is not seen by the public, is not seen by corporates, is not seen by brands to a point where they can put in the money in the industry. So that's the number one problem, is that, you know, being a dancer, it's like you're forever underground or forever in your own industry. And it's very hard to get that industry to the right people so that they can start funding it, or to just the public in general so they can know that we actually exist. Dance athletes, dancers that are part of the entertainment industry, dance creatives, dance directors, those dance entrepreneurs, like people don't know those people actually exist, you know? So I think that's the challenge, is that, you know, you always gotta push to be heard. You know, people gotta see the brand and go, oh crap, I like what you're doing.
Like how there's like different dance entrepreneurs and so on.
Yeah.
And in your perspective, do you feel like perhaps like social media, like such as TikTok and Instagram, is what also makes it not be taken seriously? Because obviously you've seen now on TikTok, there's a lot of dance trends. Every month, if not every week, there's a new one. To the point, it's like even I can just create one.
Yeah.
But I'm not a dancer, though. I never studied to be a dancer. So do you feel like that's probably like one of the reasons?
I'd say it contributes. Social media contributes in a positive and negative effect. Positive being the fact that I feel like there's a certain age group that it's accepted for you to be a TikTok dancer or someone that's just on social media, because then you become a benefit to certain brands, so they can use you to push they brand and push you at the same time. But in the long run, it's not good. Also, the terms and conditions are too much. You got to have a specific amount of followers. So are the followers also following dance, or they're following you as an individual? You know, so there's just too many things. The nice thing about it is that if it's in the right hands, if the right people are the ones that are being seen by the world, then it bleeds onto our industry. You know, so that's the thing, is that anybody can do it, but then once they've got what they wanted, which is money, they can easily leave it, so it never contributes to the industry. But if it's got by the people that are part of the industry and part of the culture, then they'll always be in the culture. So no matter what happens to Instagram or whatever to TikTok, they're still feeding the industry and the culture, and they want the culture to grow using their platform.
Impressive, man, impressive. And then now, when it comes to you and your talent, when the day comes where you take your last heartbeat with the gift that you have inside your heart, what do you want to basically look back and be like, okay, I've made an impact like this? What would you say is one of your biggest goals if you want to make an impact as a dancer?
My biggest goal is to make everybody dance. But they don't have to be professionally. I feel like if everybody can move and everybody can dance authentically and with real emotion and real expression, to a point where it affects them, their being, who they are. Whether it's they were in depression and they started dancing and they got out of depression, whether they were suicidal and whatever, or whether they were just happy and they wanted to express that through dance, and it worked. And it was through my academy, or it was through a video I did, or it was through something that I was involved in. I think I'd be more than excited, man.
That one's deep, yeah, because I've actually heard about like how there's different ways to like cure depression and anxiety, and I've never thought about the one of dance, but that's deep.
It is, man, because at the end of the day, it's energy. I believe that depression or anxiety is energy. It's energy that you're holding onto, and you need a way to just release it. So some people, it might be a poem, some it might be a rap, some it might be crump, which is like me. When I release, every time it's a release of energy. So if I can get someone, even if it means they're doing piano and they can feel energy being released, you know what I'm saying, through dance, and they feel better afterwards, I think that's the aim of it all. It's not really about entertainment at the end of the day as well. It's really just about you being authentic to yourself and being real to your emotion and being a better person afterwards.
Now we come to the last question. It's gonna be a fun one.
All right.
Okay, so I've come with like 5 music artists who are like known for being good dancers. Now these are the 5 artists that I'm gonna mention, and I want you to put them in your top 5 order: Chris Brown, Usher, Jason Derulo, Justin Bieber, and Justin Timberlake?
Hey, alright, it's a hard one. Number one, I'll say Chris Brown, because yeah, he's just a great dancer and can go through the trends. Number two, I'll say Usher. Three, I'd put Justin Timberlake, because he just knows how to mix his music with his dancing. The last two, difficult one. I'd say Jason Derulo takes last place for me.
Takes last place?
Yeah, I haven't watched his latest things, but when I first saw him, I wasn't impressed. So I'd say Justin Bieber, because of the influence of also black culture. So he does the right things. Then I'll say Justin Bieber.
And plus, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure, but I once read something about how Chris Brown was once a dancer for Usher, something like that. Yeah, and then of course Justin Bieber also learned to dance from Usher.
Exactly. Now, if it was up to me, I'll say Usher and then Chris Brown. Chris Brown has been trained. Chris Brown can go back to Michael Jackson's ways and dance like Usher and dance like the new kids. Usher is too rusty now, but it's still dope.
Yeah, I get you. Well, there you go. There we have it for the interview. I just want to say big thank you for giving me the opportunity for the interview, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it a lot.
much for coming through, man.
And then, of course, most importantly, if people want to get hold of you, like how can they get hold of you? Like whether you want to come learn to dance in your studio, or probably just collab or whatever it is.
So for me, you can always search Verbz Academy on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You'll find us there. You'll find me VERB BHENGU or Verbz Pics on Instagram. And then you can also follow through with the annual dance camp, which brings dancers from KZN together, which is KZN Dance Camp. You can check us out as well on Instagram. Man, just search VERB and VERB BHENGU, just VERB, and I'll definitely pop up. And we can always connect. And if you want to grow the dance culture, always hit me up.
There you have it, guys.